Hi guys, I'm sorry this is a little on the dark side. The power just went out. I'm not sure what's going on, but I figured it would be a good time to go ahead and do this video. I believe Scott's going to be on his own at least till the weekend. I might go back. He's going to come home on the weekend down here to Casey and then go back up Sunday to Greenville area to go back to work. But I won't be going back up in my own car anytime soon, and I'm not too sure how we're going to work all of this. I'm thinking about it in my head, and I think I've got it worked out to where I could still get little Miss Kitty in for her booster shots on the 25th. I'll just have to take the truck that we just signed over to Greg, and he'll be sleeping as long as he puts the key where I can get to it. I can get her in. But anyway, I figured I would do a page in my little book that I started that's the ruled index cards. And the reason I'm doing this is because I just watched, before the power went out, Amy's video, Al John, on how she's following along with Kat Hand, who's doing I can't remember what it's called, mixed media little books. Oh, she called it something. But if you go to Kat Hand, C-A-T-H-A-N-D, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is the technique that she's doing. I've done this before myself, following another person, but I can't remember who that was. But what you do is I've base coated this with some gesso. So I've already gessoed this page and let it dry. And then what we're going to do is put some paints down. And I'm going to add just a little bit something else to the mix. From what she did, she put down like 2 colors, and what I'm going to do is, because we lost David Bowie this weekend, I'm going to try to create a planetary thing here, like a night sky, okay? And it just, so I've got like this really dark blue and a black. I'm afraid I'm going to wish I had some water. And I'm just going to spread this around. This is really not wet enough. Let me get some water, okay? Won't take me but a minute, and I'll just get another little cup and we'll get some water in it. So anyway, lots of going on. Because you want this to be juicy. You want this to have some juiciness to it. I think I'm going to wet the whole thing. I don't really mind if it gets on the back of this one page, because with the way I've done this on this notebook, you can fold them back, so you only ever have just the one page you're working on. I think I want to add a bit more of this blue. That's probably way more than I'll need. Okay, now what I'm going to do that was different from what Kat did is I've got some watered down white paint here and a fan brush, okay? And I'm just going to flick some white in. Oh, here comes the power. And I'm going to sprinkle a little of 2 different colors of purple glitter. Well, that was a lot of glitter. It didn't sprinkle very well. But I'm going to go with it. Most of it will peel off anyway. Okay? And then I'm going to take the plastic wrap and I'm going to go ahead and put it down. and squish it up and see what we get here. Get all up in there. Squishy, squishy, squishy. And then we have to leave it alone, let it dry a while. All right. And we'll leave this alone and let it dry. Thanks for watching. All right, this is what I ended up with when I pulled the saran wrap off. You can see the spots of white kind of spread out, even those little dots. Kind of pulled too much paint off over here. But I'm not going to just leave them like this. I'm going to actually do something on it. And I've got this Twinkles writer. I thought I'd just doodle with it because it's got a small tip. It's kind of globbed up. If I remember right, this stuff comes out really wet though. You know how the Studio G glitter glues work? This stuff doesn't seem to work that way. It's really liquid. So maybe I'll just do a border with this. And it doesn't even have to be I'm not going to do a straight line, it's just going to be a doodle border. You can tell when I get a glob of glitter, see, it just makes a big old mess. Might set some things on the corners like these paint just to let it sit flat. See why she had the little clips now, cat hand. So I guess I'll just let this dry. This didn't come out as glittery as it anyway, like I would like it to be. I don't know what to put on here. I don't like how that's globbed, but that's alright. It's all just play. This is just a book to play and do some stuff. Might just let that set and then we'll do something else to the rest of it. Alright. Alright, I've decided I don't like how that's blobbed. So this might look crazy, but we're just gonna change it because I'm just gonna spread this out. Because that's what I just decided to do while I was standing here looking at it. Might actually put some more up there. Yeah, I'm just using my finger. Maybe we'll put a little bit of the gold farther down into the purple. And that'll help hold that purple glitter on. You know what? I'm just going to be aggressive about it. So that'll just be a background now instead of you seeing more than the original technique on here. And this is just for a background. Now I've got this puddle on here. We'll just let that dry there. And this is just a piece of art paper that I'll use. That looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. I like that. Glad I decided to do that. Move back a little bit because I just kind of spread this stuff around with my finger And I'm just going to leave it, let it dry, and that'll kind of seal that purple glitter in there, and then we'll just put a quote or something on the top of this, alright? Alright, it's all dry now, so I'm just going to add some more stars back to it with some white paint in this little cup. I get these little cups that are for like sample testing of a beverage or something. We're just going to water down some white paint. Just stir it up in there. Okay. I'm just kind of wiggling it off onto the sheet here. Alright. Now to find a quote. Alright, so this is dry now with the white. I'm going to just pick it up and share it with you. And I went online, I might just lay that down like that, and I found this picture of David Bowie and this quote that he made. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. I'm feeling very still. And then I have a piece of gold mirror, and I'm just going to layer that up and glue it on the page. And that's how this one's going to end. I think I'll put it up here. And that is the end of this project, so I'm going to move on to the next project. Since I'm home and I've got my craft stuff, I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. It's really too cold to paint on the shed like I hoped to do while I was here. It's just too cold. There's no point in trying to paint a shed when it's, 30 degrees out there. And I'm just using some plain old tacky, Aleene's tacky glue. And I'll write on the back, the date he passed, which was Sunday, and I just thought the gold really showed that he was a star. So I want to just put that down there. Since that's got glitter on it, I've put a little bit of maybe too much glue on there, but I want it to stick and stay on there. Okay. Oh, it's seeping out a little bit. It's alright. Might have to put something heavy on this to, while it's drying, just to keep it from curling up. But I just wanted to share this project to hold the memory. Okay, so that's what I came up with to remember David Bowie. And I see other people are making projects as well, which is very nice to see. The more I try to clear that glue off, the worse it gets. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye now.